3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hit. The 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cowboys at 500 hit 6-6. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He's got it complete to Tolbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Slot man moves right. Burrow looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
11.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And bulldozing his way through.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Zach Moss with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Burrow.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
47. Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
That's good for a Cowboys.
There's Cooks in motion right.
26.
Now Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Bengals 17.
Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Kareem Hunt from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 56 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30.
And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
Throwing. Prescott being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1-1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw.
They'll run the screen with Moss. Into space at the 45. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow.
Checks that one down complete to Moss.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Moss. will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. McPherson on for the point after.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their...
Here's a diving catch right side, and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Second and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Outright, he finds Tolbert.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott off play action.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
There we go.
Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Moss on the give up.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From midfield now, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
Whoa! It still won't go down. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Dallas. 58 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on up.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
On second down, it's Moss again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Prescott.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Kill.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Here we go.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Moss.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
From 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
I'm wondering.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
11 MP, Tate. 11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll drop to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Osa Odighizuwa,
his second sack of the night.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, paired that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run again with Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That's caught out wide by Cooks.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go! 26! 26!
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock,
Here we go.
get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
11. Here we go.
A give running right, Moss.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
12. Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
11.
To throw, Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This for the lead in the final stages.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Bengals grab it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important.
Here we go.
I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.